my husband, Jared.
This is my wife, Jenny.
And this is Cherry Pie Cottage.
Episode 38. I had to look at the show notes.
Yeah.
This episode brought to you by Dr. Pepper.
Not really. We just really like Dr. Pepper, y'all.
Dr. Pepper and Costco water.
Not really.
No.
We live in Lubbock, Texas.
Yep.
We want to say hey y'all to all of our new and returning friends. If you're new, stick around. It just gets sillier.
You know what's going to be fun?
What?
Getting to say hey y'all to everybody in Canada.
And them going, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I finish the intro now?
Yes. Sorry. I thought you already did.
No, I only did the new. I didn't even get to do the returning, not the old. The returning viewers
are not old viewers.
Are not old viewers. Welcome back, y'all. This one's going to be a silly one.
A little bit.
We're recording on a Sunday after church. We usually record on a Saturday, but he didn't want to record yesterday, and I said, okay. So it is September 29th. This will go up tomorrow, September 30th. Yeah. We're also like overly excited because we're going to Knit City this week. We're so excited,
4 days.
y'all. 4 days. And look, I have like this one little poof that will not lay flat. You see it, guys? Oh my goodness. So just ignore that. Moving on.
They probably wouldn't have noticed if you didn't say anything.
It was bugging me because I can see it.
Yeah.
I have curly hair, guys, and I didn't put any product in it today because I thought, it'll be fine. Yeah, we see what happened. It kind of went puffy. So, there's that. Moving on. What's been going on, dear?
Oh, you know. Same old, same old.
Work.
Work. Home. Sleep. Work. Home. Sleep. That's pretty much it. I
have been dyeing up a storm. I have the new base in, but we will talk about that in shop news. We have Knit City coming up. We leave Thursday, and we get back on a Monday. So we're so excited. I believe I need to tell you all the times when we're going to be in Knit City, in her booth, in Ginger Snap's booth. She sent me the times, and just double checking, guys. He could probably find it better than I could.
don't know. I never got sent to me.
Hold on.
I know when we're getting to Canada.
Here it is.
4 days.
No, those aren't the times. Oh, yes, here it is. Okay, so October the 5th, which is a Saturday, we will be in her booth 10 to 11:30. And then Sunday, we are in her booth 1 to 3. So y'all come say hi.
But we'll be wandering around.
Oh, yeah, and we'll probably be in the booth more than that. But our set times are those times. And her other guests are the Cozy Up Knits girls. So y'all need to come say hi to them, too.
I thought I saw that she had one other person in there.
Burning Impressions. They're sharing the booth.
Yeah.
So it's Ginger Snap and Mr. Snap It.
Mr. Snap That.
Mr. Snap That and Burning Impressions. I'm pretty sure. I know Burning Impressions and Ginger Snap. And I know that Colin will be there, but
yeah.
I'm not sure if he's vending. I'm pretty sure he is. He usually does. So y'all should come by and say hey. And hey y'all, yeah. Also, my pattern, Wholly on Purpose, that is upside down currently.
Wholly on Purpose, upside down by accident.
No. It's called Wholly on Purpose. It is releasing this Thursday. No, Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday.
One of those days.
I might even release it sooner than that. But it is for sure going to be released by Thursday. Y'all stop by Ginger Snap's booth and pick up your yarn for this. I used her yarn. Takes 1 full skein and 2 mini skeins. Or you can do like what she also tested it for me, and she used a full skein and a 50 gram. I am going to knit another one with my Falling Leaves and my Caramel Romance. But your full skein needs to be a speckled, and your contrasting colors need to be a tonal. Or vice versa. You don't want to do two speckles. You need a speckle and a solid. Contrasting.
What if they want to do two solids?
You could do that too. But your main color is going to be your speckle, is what the speckle is in this. So, it's very easy.
I'm so sorry if y'all heard that.
It's a lot of stockinette and eyelets, but they're like extra large eyelets. And then you have a very simple 5-row lace border. So I'm excited about that. I will have that at Knit City. I'm bringing my sample of my Canada Friends pattern 2. That's the only 2 patterns I'm bringing because the other ones I made for my children, and my children have those hats. So, what else has been going on, dearest?
Not much, really.
He's not any help.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
I don't think you really are. So, sorry if y'all heard that. That was me putting my phone down on the table. The other thing that's going on right now is we have a sweater cow going on until November 8th. And Laura, we're podcasting.
We talked about this before. Laura.
Her exact
What did she say?
quiet on the set with what crying laugh face emojis. Laura, she's always trying to catch us when we're podcasting. I think it's hilarious. But our sweater cow, the grand prize is a one of my advent calendars, the 10-gram ones. So that's 24 days of 10-gram minis. Guys, my brain. I am just concentrating on making sure I have everything I need for Knit City. So I've already started making my pile in my office. And now I'm starting to work on what knits I'm going to take. And I'm also in my head running through what projects I should take. So it's all about Knit City right now. So if I get distracted, that's why. Sorry. But also we have beaver nuggets that will be going in the grand prize too. And Laura from Knit for Brains has donated a bag too. So there's another prize. We'll have some other prizes too. Oh, and along with that bag, there will be a pin from the Goblin King Designs. I kind of think that shop owner's pretty hot, y'all.
Do I know?
I would hope so, dear. If you're new here, Goblin King Designs is his shop.
That's me.
So, I'm not cheating on my husband. I'm not lusting after somebody else.
No.
So, but anyways, so yeah, all the rules are, I'm getting distracted with my knitting, guys. I'm sorry. I am very, very distracted today. And I keep saying,
It's better than the alternative.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Let's try this again. In our Ravelry group, we have a faux thread and we have a chatter thread. The chatter thread is for all the chatter, obviously, and to ask questions and all of that. And the faux thread is only for your faux. Don't worry about it right now. It's not in until November 8th. You can take that with you.
Well, I don't get to show it.
Well, you can, but you don't have to give me one for the prize right now, is what I'm saying. You can show it in Shop News.
Okay.
He was trying to hand me a pin right now for the prize.
Yeah.
But we're not going to worry about that right now. Could you also throw in some of these new things?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. You'll find out what those new things are in Shop News. But yeah, all the rules are in the faux thread too, I believe. Yes. We have a lot of entries already, guys. we've had a lot of entries for a while, and you do not had to have started your sweater when the cowl started. You just need to have it finished before you enter it.
Yes.
So it needed to still be a whip when the cowl started, though. And just leaving to weave in your ends does not count as a whip. I'm sorry. Because in my book, if it's off the needles, it's a faux, not a whip anymore. You just have to do the finishing touches. And it needs to be an adult sweater. And I think that is it about the sweater cowl. Do you have anything else to add?
Do they get extra entries for using CherryPieCottage yarn?
Yes. If you use a significant amount, like very visible amount,
Yeah.
then you enter that same project, that same sweater twice. And sweater could be a cardigan, it could be a poncho, as long as the poncho goes all the way down to like your waist.
Could be a serape.
Yes, which is a poncho,
No.
essentially.
Ponchos have sleeves. Serapes don't.
Ponchos don't have sleeves.
Well, it's closed on the sides.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No. It's got a place.
There's a difference between a poncho and a serape. I know that.
A serape is just a blanket with a hole in the middle of it for your head.
Right.
And it's the type of material it's made out of. But a poncho is just... it doesn't have sleeves. So he's going to Google it to prove me wrong, guys.
I'm not seeing the difference between poncho and serape. So anyway.
It's the exact same thing, guys.
No, it actually specifically says that it's more of a rug-like material.
Is what a serape is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could always call my dad and ask him the difference.
Don't. Does your dad still wear those?
I think he does.
His dad wears serapes.
I think, well, he had a serape.
Mm-hmm. His dad has interesting fashion choices.
Yes.
He doesn't wear purple, but he'll wear maroon because it's not purple.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, moving on to a new section
Ribbit.
that doesn't happen very often, but say it again.
Ribbit.
It's happened to both of us. So we felt the need to have a new section called
Ribbit.
Because we frogged things.
What the?
Is that the tag?
Yes. Was
it just the ring? Yeah, you got to be careful with when pulling those. If you
Wasn't
pull
there a
too
claw
hard.
clip on there?
No,
I thought there was.
no.
Okay.
You just got to be careful when pulling on. You can't pull too hard. So I don't have a before pic. Well, I do. I think I have a before picture. Anyways, go check my Instagram out. I posted about it. My shawl that I'd had on the needles for 2 years. It was my Longborn by Kay of the Bakery Bears. I was on the border, but it was the kind where you turn it cast on stitches and you knit all the way around. I had finished the body of the shawl about 1.5 years ago, so the last 1.5 years it's been on the needles simply because of the border. I came to the conclusion that I was never going to finish that because I absolutely hated working on it. It was cable-y and it just took forever and it was so repetitive. So I frogged it. And I don't feel bad about it. I actually feel better about it because that is one less project in my box of shame. And I can use this yarn for something else that's pretty. And I've also come to the conclusion, since this was the second shawl that I have knitted that has the knitted on border, I don't like knitted on borders. They take forever. The last one I did was lace and it took me forever and I didn't really care for it. This one was cable-y. I didn't really care for it. So if I come across a shawl that has that, I am just going to make up my own border, basically. Because I just... Nope. I'm just going to have to hack all the shawls that I wanted to knit with those kind of borders. just gonna have to happen because I hated that so much. I would have to force myself to sit down and do like a repeat of it, and then it would sit in my box for another 6 to 7 weeks. I just did not like it. Do you have a ribbit?
I do. I haven't actually frogged it yet. But this is my swamp castle.
This is how many ribbits with this yarn
Oh
now?
my goodness. That's why I call it my swamp castle. This is the... Oh, what's it called again?
This is a new pattern from the last time too, so...
Helix Brioche Hat. By... Jonathan Tollo. Yeah. That one. And the reason I call it my swamp castle is because I cast it on, frogged it, cast it on, frogged it, cast it on, frogged it, cast it on, and now I have to frog it again.
Stitch count's messed up.
Yeah, my stitch count's messed up, and I mean you see how far I've gotten, so it's not the end of the world, but and I don't know what happened here, but somehow my tails ended up like 4 stitches apart from each other.
I think you may have accidentally picked up one when you were knitting like from behind.
I don't know, but it's really rather frustrating, and now it is just a simple matter of I have too many stitches somehow, and I don't know.
Here's a question. What yarn are you using?
I am using yarn by the sexiest yarn dyer ever. It is the Emu Eggs is the green, and Mustard is the yellow, and they are both by CherryPieCottage yarners. So, I shanghaied some of the yarn from her stash.
He actually took the last Emu Eggs that was in stock on DK100.
Yes.
So I do plan on dyeing up more Emu Eggs and getting it into the shop. So that will happen.
That will be frogged and probably restarted before we go to Knit City.
Pull out that Emu Eggs real quick. I wanted to compare real quick. Because these are very similar. Okay, it's not the same.
No.
Awesome. I was so afraid when that came out of the pot that it was too close to that, but it's not. So
that's my ribbit.
Yep. This was Life in the Long Grass, Silver Sky, and this was Pretty Little Sea Monsters. It's one that you bought me for Christmas a couple of years ago. I cannot remember who it was by.
That's why you're supposed to keep the tags.
I have the tags. They're sitting in my office where I put the yarn. And I picked up the yarn and didn't pick up the tags. So
good job.
Yeah. If you want to know, message me. I'll find it. That was the color name was Sea Monster, I believe. I'm probably making this up.
That doesn't sound familiar.
It's the one with the 2 cats on the label. I cannot remember for the life of me.
I don't know.
Anyways, but that's all we have.
Salmon Ducky.
No, it's not Salmon Ducky. That's all we have for Ribbit.
Mothy and the Squid.
No, that's an Irish. This was an American one.
No.
She might not be Irish. She's in Europe somewhere. Mothy and the Squid. But yeah, should I go ahead and talk about this and then
Talk about what?
this before I start knitting on it? Since you only have the one. Or are we doing that?
No, we're not doing that. I told you we're not doing that.
We have no breaking news, guys.
Alright.
And we have no snack attack either. Sorry. It's all about the knitting.
I tell you what, if y'all have good corny jokes that you want to hear on this show,
DM him on.
Hit me up on Instagram and send me your jokes and I'll tell them here on the show. I can't find any good ones. I have told them all.
We might need to come up with something else for you to do for breaking news. Then.
Maybe.
And I say we, I mean you, because that's your section,
That's
not
the
mine.
royal we.
It's your section, not mine.
So, but now it's time for
Whip it. Whip it good.
What you whipping up, babe?
My knitting mojo's back, guys.
Yeah.
Except for I'm kind of been monogamous. I know. It's weird.
It's crazy.
It's really weird. This is my Your Slip is Showing by Casapinka. So, starts here. It's an asymmetrical one. So you start at this point and work your way down. And this is 4 colors. And it's with slip stitches, but the way you slip them, they all blend together. So where that donut is where I was the last time I talked about this. Needle. Okay. So where the donut is what I have done. From the donut up is what I've done. I am on the last section of the slip, and then I do the border, and then it will be cast off. So this should be done by next time, hopefully. I'm thinking about taking this with me to Knit City. I might. Probably going to. This and a pair of socks. And probably something else. My Wholly on Purpose. So, because this will probably get finished on the plane. I'll probably be able to finish it on the flight. But if I don't finish it before we leave. If I'm just on the border, because the border's not going to take me long, I won't take it with us. I have a tendency to overpack when it comes to knitting projects. But I know I'm going to be busy, so I don't want to take a lot. I'm going to be busy, and when I do have a chance to knit, I'm probably going to be talking, so I need something that's not going to take a lot of concentration. That's the other thing. Do you want me to move on and talk about my others? I only have 2 more, and then you talk about yours?
Sure.
Okay. My other ones, this one, I hadn't even I was casting on the toe. Yeah. These are my Halloween make your own stripes, no maker socks. This is a mini from Miss Babs. It is on the Yummy 2-ply base. It's warm sienna is the colorway. The white is just some plain undyed white yarn that I have at home. And then the minis are the Monster Mashup minis from No Makers. So we have, I have used 5, all of them but 1 in the socks. So we have Gnomes of the Corn, which is this one. We have, what is that one? Monster Kerfuffle is that one. Sorry, I'm having to look at the tag. And then we have Mrs. Frankie. Then we have Monster Vittles. And we have Beetlegeist, which is this top one. It's Beetlegeist is what she called it.
What?
And then the last one, sorry about the crinkles, is Mr. Frankie. And then I just repeat them. So, these are my Halloween ones. But I've got a few more stripes that I got to do, and then I can put the heel in. I usually do 8 stripes with the variegated, and then I can put my heel in. I'll measure it though, because I think that my gauge has changed just a little bit. But then my last project, which is in my bag from last year's Christmas bag, project bag swap.
I still love that bag.
I love this bag so much. I want to use this bag all year round. My partner is a quilter, and she pieced this and quilted this whole front. I love this bag so much. And then here's the back. Which, by the way, guys, sign-ups, well, it's going to be too late for y'all now. Never mind. Maybe. Might be able to. Sign-ups. Internationally friendly, too. So if y'all can, go look at the... there's an Instagram page. Go look at it and sign up, guys. It's so much fun. I have participated every year. This is their 3rd year.
I don't participate because I don't make bags.
You could participate, and I could make a bag for you to send off.
Well, it's a little late.
But you would have to actually go and buy stuff for somebody else.
Yeah.
And pick stuff out.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
So.
I could sign up twice, sign you up, and just do it for you. But these are my Christmas socks, and these are by Holly Press Fibers, North Pole Flurry. It's a self-striping. And I also bought the mini that comes with it. But, guys, I love these. These are like flying off the needles. And I've put the heels in, and those heels look so weird. But this is the Fish Lips Kiss heel, because from the side it looks like a fish lips. That's why they're called that. Look up the pattern. It's only $1. It's a really good pattern. But yeah, it's the heel I usually prefer. This is just my own vanilla sock pattern. I do a seam-free rounded toe. I do toe up, I do 2 at a time, and I do it on a size 1. And I either use a size 1 Chalgu or a size 1 Haya Hayas. I did not have any Haya Hayas free currently. I do 64 stitches around. I do until it is 1.5 inches away, or no, 1 inch away from the back of my heel, or whatever I'm knitting. So my foot is 8 3/4 inches long. I knit until this measures 7 3/4 inch, and then I put my heel in, and then I keep going. That is the way I do it. I do socks like that for everybody. I have found that works the best. Then you don't have to constantly carry around the cardboard thing or constantly putting it on somebody's foot to try it on. And I prefer toe up because then you can use as much yarn as possible. You can make the leg as tall as you want or as short as you need to if you don't have enough yarn. But that's just my opinion. But that's all I have. Believe it or not. Like I said, my knitting mojo's back. I've made quite a bit of progress on all of that. But I've just kind of been monogamous, guys, which is weird.
It's very weird.
And I'm in a finishing mood, so I'm not wanting to cast on anything. That's even weirder. Maybe when we get back from Knit City, I want to cast on all the new stuff. We'll see. Okay. What are you whipping, babe?
So, because of that hack not working out for me, it's not wanting to cooperate. So I pulled out my, what are these, the Joes? Or is it? Yeah.
Those are the Joes, yeah.
Yeah, the Joe's Perfect Slipper Socks.
By who?
The pattern's by the Cozy Up Girls.
Yes.
And the yarn is by Kim over at Ginger Snap, and it is her undercover superhero in the Batman line. And then the green is my Huasco yarn in the 131 Tonals colorway, which is great. And I have it in my super awesome Knit for Brains bag with the Nightmare Before Christmas on the inside. That's what I'm working on. And I'm super close to being able to put the heel in, but I'm still like a mile away from it.
That's why it got put on the back burner too, because it kind of killed his knitting mojo, because he would do a little bit and then it wasn't long enough and he'd get disappointed. You know how it is with socks when you get close to the heel.
Mm.
So
that's it. Those are my quips.
you're supposed to talk more,
I'm sorry.
Mister.
What would you have me talk about?
I don't know. Moving on. Now it's time for
Story time.
Texas story time. Show the front of the book, please. This
Front
is
of the book.
Texas, y'all.
And we have a repeat letter from last time.
Yes, because we actually have 2 pages.
We have more S's.
You want to talk about
Wait.
that one and that one? No, it's that page.
Yeah, this page. Which one?
That one and that one. I'll talk about the.
I'm
talking about the sopapillas and the Streeters. If you didn't watch last week, I misread it, and it's strudel, not Streeters.
Yes.
But you can talk about Super Shark.
Okay. Well, we'll start with the Sam Houston statue. The first president of the Republic of Texas, Houston is now immortalized by a massive statue in Huntsville that stands 67 feet tall on top of a 10-foot tall base. It's the largest statue of an American hero.
Okay. Sopapillas and strudel, not struder. Texas has not one, but 2 official state pastries. Strudel is a tradition German pastry, which is really good, by the way. The apple ones or the cherry ones, those are our favorite. While sopapilla, it originated in New Mexico. Sopapillas,
And the word sopapilla is Spanish for honey cake.
yes. Sopapillas are really good. You can either just put honey over the top, or you can do like I did growing up, because when you fry them and they puff up. So you poke a hole in the top and you put some butter and some cinnamon sugar and a little bit of honey, and it just, oh, guys.
My question is, how are kolaches not the Texas state pastry?
Because they're bread, not pastry.
But,
Pastry is like flaky and puffs.
but it's still bread.
No, pastry is not bread. It's pastry. There's a difference between pastry and bread. I
don't
only
think
know
that's
this
right.
because I am obsessed
I'm-
with the Great British Bake Off.
I'm pretty sure that's not right. I think
No,
pastry is a type of bread.
Maybe, but it's not. They are not considered pastry. That's why they're not the state pastry. Kolache is a bread, like a roll type thing. It's not a pastry.
You say so.
I do say so. So,
All right. So I'm going to do 2. I'm going to talk about Super Shark. The fossils of many different dinosaurs have been discovered in Texas. However, the fossil of a gigantic super shark found in Jacksboro dates back to the Carboniferous era, whatever that means, before the age of the dinosaurs over blah, 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 blah.
in my opinion, considering where they found that, that kind of advocates for the flood.
Kind of, yeah.
Because Jacksboro's up by Dallas
I don't,
and Fort Worth.
I don't know where Jacksboro is.
We've driven through it coming back from Dallas.
But anyway, the
It's
second thing I want
finalized.
to do is a quote.
Oh, no. I
By
was
Sam Houston.
No, I read the quote.
The quote
No,
is Texas can make it without the United States.
No. Texas can make it without the United States, but the United States cannot make it without Texas. Sam Houston, an American politician and soldier famous for bringing Texas into the United States as a
Yeah.
constituent state, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
You don't get to do the quote and 2 things. No.
No, I was doing the one thing and the quote. That was my
you
2
did.
things.
No, you did this already.
And then I said I'm going to do 2 things.
Meaning that
And-
this was your second, not
No,
you get to
I
do
was
2
going
at
to
a
do 2 things right now.
No. Square dancing. Where can you go to box the gnat, flutter wheel, and shoot the star all in one place? A square dance, of course. Don't miss out on this official state dance. I didn't know that. I didn't know we had an official state
I
dance.
do not either.
Do you know how to square dance?
I do not.
I do, unfortunately. basic steps. Because I think, yeah, they made us do it in like 6th grade PE.
Yeah. I think we had to as well, but...
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
Do you know where the saying "be there" or "be square" came from? Do you know what it means?
No.
People would say "be there" or "be square" because if you're square, then you're not around.
You still got some breaking news, guys.
No, I think that's actually the truth. I think that's why people said it, because if you're a square, then you're not around.
I think you just made it up. Yep. Mm-hmm. Next week I get to talk about that. Because
okay.
I could, yeah. Heritage. Yep. And y'all will find out in 2 weeks what I'm talking about, guys.
So
Anyways, have anything else to add to story? We still need a book recommendation, guys. Nobody has given us a recommendation. So if you don't tell us what you want, we're just going to go buy something.
Yep. While we're in Canada.
Yeah. We did find flashcards for the Texas ABCs, y'all. Which we kind of want to do.
Yeah.
But moving on to
shop news.
You want to go first? Or you
Sure.
want me to?
I'll go first.
Because I have a lot more to talk about than you do.
All right. So, my shop is Goblin King Designs on Etsy, and I make and sell mostly right now. It's mostly pins, writing pins. So just real quick, I wanted to kind of go through the ones that I have, and I said on Instagram yesterday that I'm going to put the shop on vacation on Tuesday, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it today. Sunday, so that way I don't like have a run on stuff. Not that I would. Haven't had a run yet. But anyway, I'm gonna put it on vacation today, but these are gonna be going to Knit City with us. So the first two that I have are these two. And these are made from Purple Heart. And what's interesting about the Purple Heart is over time it will dull. But from what I understand, if you put it like on the dashboard of your car in the sun,
I can already tell just by putting it under the UV light, you can see it more bright. Because it was darker when you first did them. Maybe. It's definitely brighter.
But if you put it on the dashboard of your car, it's supposed to liven up that color. But I have those two. One's in gold and one's in brushed nickel. Then I have this one. This is cherry wood. And, I mean, nothing fancy, but cherry wood, real nice. And all of these are the twist style.
Don't have any clicky ones.
Twist style pins. I don't have any click pins or any cap pins yet. The next one is zebra wood, aptly named for its darker stripes that are in there. This one, I love the way this one came out. Okay, because when I cut into this one, it was maybe the color of this. That color right there, when I cut into it. However, after I turned it and let it sit for a little while, it turned this red color, and this is Coca-Cola.
Doesn't it do that because it's exposed to like oxygen or something?
Yeah. The longer when it becomes exposed to the air, that's when it turns that reddish color. But I have that one. These two are both Bacodi wood, and I have this one that's got some like the dark gunmetal hardware, and it came out real nice. This one is by far my favorite though. And it's a burl right in here, and it's all swirly and kind of looks like a storm from a satellite image, I think. But there's those two. This one, I think. I'm not 100% on what wood this is.
Good job.
It might be mesquite.
It looks like cherry.
No, I only have the one cherry.
Well, this is mesquite. That's too light for mesquite.
Well, different mesquites have different wood or colors.
No, that is mesquite. Because I remember you came in and showed me that one.
Yeah. So, this one's mesquite. These...
You might need to print out stickers with what woods these are made out of to put on.
These two are both wood called Chocta Viga. Viga? Vita? Chocty something. This is the first one. Kind of just an odd shape. And a lot of this is just as I'm turning it, I decide what shape it's going to be. I don't map it out ahead of time. And then there's this one. And the lines in that are burned in. Like I cut a groove and then hold a piece of wire against it as it's turning to get those lines in there. This one is a type of mahogany. It's sapele. Or sapele.
How's it spelled?
Sapele. I think it's sapele.
That sounds right.
And then the last one is one that I know if I put it in the shop, it would probably sell before we ever made it to Knit City.
So if you want this, you better come to the booth and grab
Yes.
it before somebody else does, because these go quick.
This is Axis Deer Antler.
Oh, that is so pretty. I want an antler pin so bad, guys. And he keeps putting them in the shop and selling them.
And the same, I did the line in this the same way. I just cut a little groove in it and then held a piece of wire against it until it burned it. So all of these, as I said, are the twist pins. And they are refillable. So you'd be able to go to your office supply store and buy a refill for it. The only thing I didn't like about this one is there's no gap. Like I made the top end up here too fat for the clip, and so there's not a gap there. See?
Oh.
Like it rests against the pin, but it will still open up. But I like this one. It had as I was turning it, it had a feature in it that I wish had stayed. It was almost like stripes in this top end, but they didn't stay. So that's what I have for the pins. And then I also have a couple of things that I talked about a long time ago on our show. Something that I had asked people if they would be interested in, and I got some good responses to it, and I finally got around to actually doing it. And it's this. It is a deer antler darning needle, and it's got a flexible loop on here. Let's see, right there. Flexible loop, so that way you know as you're pulling it through, you don't have the big loop like stretching out your
love
needles.
Those kind.
So I thought about making one where it's almost just like a regular needle, where like I cut a slot or a slit in the bone or in the antler. But then I was like, no, I like the idea of the flexible loop better.
These are the only kind that I like are the flexible loop. And I usually have to
see the loop there. So I have a couple of these. This one is a little shorter and fatter.
They're all
than the
one
first
of a kind, basically.
They're
guys.
all going to be different because here I'll just hold them up. You know, they're all going to be slightly different from each other. And
one, it's handmade.
They're handmade, and they're made out of deer antler, which changes shape, texture, and color as it goes up. The last thing I have that's going to Knit City with us are some deer antler buttons.
I need you to make me some little ones so I can put them on Reed and Joanna's sweaters for Christmas.
So, and just to show you what I mean about shape, texture, and color, these two came off the same piece of antler. And they were only maybe 3 inches apart from each other. So, as deer antler travels up, it changes it in color, shape, texture, what have you. But I'm leaving some of this came from around the base of the antler, and I want to leave that shape to it because I think that really adds to the uniqueness of them. But I'm gonna have a bunch of buttons at Knit City. I'm gonna try to have a few more of the darning needles, and then the pins that I just showed are gonna be with us.
And you're not gonna do the buttons like as sets. You're just gonna do.
Yeah, no, the buttons will be loose, to where you can just kind of rummage through, and if you like different ones, then you can pick different ones. You don't. They won't be in a set. They'll be.
Now, if you sell them in the shop, are you going to do them as a set then?
Yes, in the shop will be as sets, but at Knit City they're just going to be loose.
And if you in the shop, you're going to make them match as much as possible.
Well,
the ones that you do in the set, they're going to try it. They're going to be about the same size.
Let me see if I can hold up all 4 of these. This is a set of 4 that I cut last night. And this would be, in the shop, this would be a set. So there's those. And those would come as a set together. And then these would come as a set together.
I love those so much, babe.
And I mean, you can see on the edge that this is natural deer antler, responsibly sourced. Mm-hmm. So
he does not go out and hunt deer just for their antlers.
No, I would never hunt a deer just for the trophy. I hunt it for the meat. I hunt it for the hide, the antlers, as much as I can get out of it. So,
still waiting on him to make me some deer sausage.
Yeah, well,
he makes some really good sausage, guys.
But
really good.
That is what I have, and I have this other one, but I don't want to sell it.
Why?
Because I just noticed that right there. Run your thumb over it.
No, I can see it and I can feel it.
Yeah.
But that's just the way the wood works.
Yeah, it's got kind of a gouge in there in the grain that I didn't catch on to before I put the pin together.
Next time you make me a pin, I want this part bigger. Because the way I hold the pin, this gap right here kind of, after a while, it hurts.
So like that one?
Yes. So when you make me my antler pin, big and chunky.
When I make you your
antler. I don't want this line burned in, just big and chunky.
This is the other one.
You're my husband, so I'm allowed to say when you do this, and because you said that about yarn colorways before.
This one, this would be an oops. I may still sell it at a discounted price, but this would be an oops right here. So, but that's what I have for shop news. That's probably the most I've ever had.
You know what I hate when you mess up? Is when you get to the end of a very long row and realize you messed up. And where you messed up was towards the beginning of the row.
Of course. Where else would you mess up?
Cause see, I knit 3 instead of knitting 2 and then slipping. I knit 3.
Well, now it's all messed up.
It is. I was off by 1. So I'm needing you to keep talking, but it's fine.
But I have nothing more to talk about.
I will fix it later.
So, but this one, guys, this one is my absolute favorite. So, What's in your shop, babe?
What do we want to talk about first? We want to talk about this month's wildflower.
Sure.
Okay, so there will not be a wildflower. Okay, guys, and we're back. So the flower for this month, which I will get the listings up today, so when this goes up, the listing will already be up. We're going to do the strawberry cactus. So pretty. So that is this month's wildflower, guys. Go check it out because the listings will only be up for 2 weeks. The last month's was the Tahoka Daisy, and this is how it turned out. So you have the yellow down here. I didn't put a ton of yellow because yellow tends to spread and get brighter, and I didn't want it to do that. So, but that is like the middle of a daisy, and then you have all the petals. So I didn't want to just dye it straight purple. I wanted it to represent a daisy. So you have all the petals because the petals all spread out like this around the middle. So that's what I did. So there's the Tahoka Daisy. This was September's, and then October's is in the shop right now for pre-order. And this month you'll be able to get it on all 6 of my bases. Yes, I have 2 new bases, guys. I have DK Tweed and Fingering Tweed in the shop. Fingering Tweed is only for pre-orders as of right now. Same thing with the DK Tweed. When we get back from Knit City, I will work on getting some ready to ship ones in the shop. So, but let's talk about the 4 colors I have for pre-order right now on DK Tweed. So I have Jamie from Cozy Up Knits. They recently released their new shawl pattern called Supplanter. She designed this with Ginger Snaps DK Luxe yarn, and she did another version in this color, which is concrete, with this base. It takes 3 skeins of this DK Tweed. So I have concrete, and I have My Caramel Romance, which I need a sweater out of this. I love this color, and I'm not usually this kind of a color. And before you ask in the comments, yes, I will have this base and these colors at Knit City. However, I will have a very limited amount. So just be aware. If you want some, I would come by on Saturday, not wait till Sunday, because these may not be there by Sunday. Then I have 2 new colorways that you can currently only get on DK Tweed. Just for now, guys. When we get back from Knit City, I will work on getting it on other bases. But this one is Teal-tastic. I love this one too. I feel like Haley needs a sweater out of this one.
I see you didn't go with the name I suggested.
What, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls?
Yeah.
I liked it, but I was too afraid of trademark, so I didn't. And then we have Burple.
And why is it called purple?
Because our daughter, when she was like 1 or 2, could not say purple, and it came out Burple. And Haley said that we should name it that because this is kind of a bluey purple. So this one is called Burple. She even had a purple beta fish that she called Burple. We had Burple and Big Red. Because we had a red and a purple beta fish.
And they were mean beta fish too. One of them tried to eat my nose.
Only you. They were always nice to me. I could reach in and pull them out by hand when I was cleaning out their containers. Never had an issue with them. He goes in, pulls the top off to look at them, and Big Red came up and like tried to bite his nose.
My nose.
Haley almost killed them when she was younger because I let her feed them, and instead of just taking a little bit and sprinkling on top, she took like the whole thing and dumped it. And then later on, when her brother was 1 or 2, he did the exact same thing when we got them beta fish. So Both of my kids, their very first pets were betta fish. I will have those at Knit City. Like I said, very, very limited amount. I'm actually thinking that I might need to put a limit on how many you can buy. However, if you come by and we are out, let me know. I will have a coupon code for you to use. So it will kind of help offset the shipping cost from here to y'all in Canada. So just let me know. And I will give you that coupon code to help you get some money off, a percentage off, if you end up having to order from the shop because I was out when you got there. So, also, I will not have enough for people to get sweaters quantities. I'm sorry, guys. Because we are flying from here to Canada, and it's not my booth. Kim is so kindly allowing me to be able to sell some of my yarn. So, and I don't want to take advantage, and so I am very, very limited amount. I will have some other bases, but not sure yet. I got to talk to Kim and see what she wants me to do. So it is all based on what Kim wants me to do. I will do what she wants. So, but I will have a coupon code for anybody that comes by and asks for it, so that way it will help you. Also, after Knit City, I'm going to set up coupon codes for, I'll announce them the next time and what they all are, but they will be indefinite ones. So when you spend a certain amount of money, you get a certain percentage off. So it makes it worth it for your shipping. That's what I'm thinking, because I can't provide free shipping to overseas, unfortunately, because of how high the cost is of shipping. I just can't. I looked into it, I tried, and I can't. I'm sorry. Yeah. I think the cheapest is like one skein is $10 to $15 in shipping to Canada, which is, to me, that is ridiculous. A ridiculous amount, because I could ship to Washington and it would only be $4. Like Washington State, which is right there on the border of Canada, but you go over the border and it jumps up to 10 to 15.
Mm-hmm. Becomes international.
Yeah. International shipping rates. Ridiculous, in my opinion. But there's nothing I can do about it. I can only try and figure out ways to ease the cost for y'all by giving you discounts on as you spend so much. So, but come up to me at Knit City and I will give you a code that will get you 10% off no matter how much you spend. Because I want to help y'all out. I want you to be able to get a hold of my yarn if you want and not. So, but that's all I have. Now it's time to talk about...
There's something big coming up soon. I can't remember what it is.
Could it be Knit City?
No.
Guys.
That doesn't sound right.
We are ecstatic. I am so excited and cannot wait, but at the same time, I am scared. And it's not because we're going to a foreign country.
We've been to foreign countries.
Yes. We've never been to... You've been to foreign countries.
No, I haven't.
You were been deployed to foreign countries.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have been to foreign.
You're just thinking about living in foreign...
Wow,
babe. 14 years of your life and you forgot about all the different countries you were deployed to?
Yeah, for a minute, yeah.
So, I am more scared and nervous about the Fiber Festival, guys. I don't want to mess up. I'm so nervous. Because it's so unknown. When we moved, I was not scared at all when we moved to Okinawa. Because I knew what was coming. I knew we were going to a new base, so it was going to be the same procedure. He goes in, he does all the things he needs to do to get us checked in, and housing, and a car, and all of that. Fine, I knew that. That did not scare me. To move to another country didn't scare me. To go to a Fiber Festival is scaring me, guys. It's getting better the closer we get, but we've never been to one, so I have no clue what to expect at all. And I think that's more of what it is it's completely unknown. So, but luckily we're going to a very, very friendly country, so.
Yes.
Y'all are basically just like Texans, but you have a funny accent.
Rude.
But to y'all, we have a funny accent, so.
No, we don't have an accent. They do.
Which I'm going to wear that Bucky shirt, guys, while we're in Canada. But yeah, Texans are very friendly, and from what I understand, and the Canadians that I have talked to and watched, y'all are very friendly too. So I think it's more of the unknown, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes, and I don't know what I'm doing. So Kim and the Cozy Girls, tell us what we're supposed to do, please. But yeah, we leave Thursday. We will be in Ginger Snap's booth 10 to 11:30 on Saturday and 1 to 3 on Sunday. Come by and say, hey y'all, eh? And ask for your coupon code. You don't have to buy anything, just ask and I'll give you one.
Ask and you shall receive.
Oh, and Kim said she was putting together some kits for this shawl, so y'all should swing by, grab your yarn for the pattern. I'm also, yeah, the pattern will be released by then. So, yay. I'm thinking that I kind of want to make this free for the city. And then, so it'll be free for a limited time. What do you think? Should I or should I not?
I think if you do that, you should have a special coupon code that you only give out at Net City.
Yes. So yeah, come by and get your coupon codes. Just saying.
So
I'll have to see if I can. I've got to figure out if I can actually do those coupon codes, or if I have to generate separate ones, like several different ones, or if I can just generate one.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure I can just generate one.
You should be able to.
Mm-hmm. But come up and say, hey y'all, check out Ginger Snap and Burning Impressions.
And cozy up.
Yes. Come by and say hi. But yeah, y'all come check out Ginger Snap's yarn and Burning Impressions. I have a list of things I want to get from both. And we have a list of things we want to get from Rose Hill Yarn. And
I've been seeing a lot from Rose Hill Yarn that I want.
Yeah. And I think no, maybe not Comfy Cozy. Comfy Cozy might. Like the Cozy Knitter.
See, I hope to be able to support as many people there as I can.
Yes.
So that way,
yes,
you know, I help out as much as I can.
Yes, because we prefer to buy from small businesses when we can't. We can't always.
Yeah.
Because we're not made of money.
No.
So we still have to buy things from Walmart and others.
Yeah.
Like, we buy our kids' clothes. We don't buy them from small businesses simply because of how expensive. Well, Haley we might because she stopped growing. But Michael's clothes, they need to be cheap and durable, basically.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't outgrow them, he tears them up. Because he is an outdoor kid.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything else to add?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think that's all there is to say about that.
Are you getting antsy to get back out in the garage and make more stuff?
Maybe a little.
Okay. So, that is it. It's now time for the tail end. Do you have anything to add?
No.
Okay.
No buts this time.
No buts. Here on Ravelry. No, my Canada Friends pattern and my Wholly on Purpose are Canada Friends is available on Ravelry right now. I am putting it in my Etsy shop too. Wholly on Purpose, when it comes out, will be available in my Etsy shop and on Ravelry. I have 2 other patterns that are on Ravelry. They're not in my Etsy shop right now because all proceeds from my hats go toward or donated. I don't keep any of that money. The Starburst hat, which is the one I knit for my design for Haley, we are donating all those to the Lubbock Boys Ranch, which is a children's home. And then Michael's is all going to the VA. Is that what we decided? Wounded Warrior Project. And then eventually I'm going to design a hat for this handsome hunk of a man.
For this giant noggin right here.
And proceeds will be donated to the VFW. Is that what you decided?
Yes.
Or the VA?
VFW.
VFW.
Because I am a VFW.
You are a veteran of a foreign war. Yes, you are. And eventually I'm going to design a hat for myself too. But I'm not going to promise when those come out because I still have to get an idea of what I want to do for mine. Kind of have an idea of what I want to do for his, but I don't have worsted right now. So I've got to get some worsted yarn because he wants his worsted. Mm-hmm. Mine will be fingering. So Haley's is bulky because you hold DK with a self-striping fingering, and Michael's is DK because it's just DK. So all different sizes. Which, by the way, if you do knit buy my hat patterns, you might want to size up because I'm a super loose knitter. So add more stitches or size up on your needle. Because I knit them on I knit the Haley's on a size 5 and it came out perfect. But a lot of other people have said it's come out a little small for them, so size it up.
Did you include that in the pattern on how to size it up?
Yes.
Okay.
It is in the pattern. I do have the pattern repeats so you know how many stitches to add to do your pattern repeats. That's the same thing for my Canada friends too. I tell you how you can hack the pattern for a different weight, for different repeats, all that. I try to make all my patterns very hackable. But yes, on Ravelry, go in. We have a group, Cherry Pie Cottage. Go in and say, hey y'all, knit a sweater, enter it into our sweater cal. When our sweater cal's over, we will be doing our, are we going to do our stuffy one again or no?
I don't know.
We're going to do another cal, something about Christmas probably. Yeah. So, probably a Wholly on Purpose cal. Wholly on Purpose and or Supplanter. I don't know. We'll get back to you.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
So on YouTube, here on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video so that way your friends can see it. And yeah, just get the word out there. Mm-hmm. And
we have
help us out.
Gained some friends, and we're so excited. We're over 660 now.
Yep.
Keep it up, guys. Sooner we get to 1,000, the sooner we can do another giveaway. Just saying.
What?
God is good.
Read your Bible.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Hey y'all. This is my husband, Jared.
This is my wife, Jennie.
What were you doing?
You told me to give you time to a gap. So I wasn't sure exactly when to start.
Yeah, but you did this with your coat.
Let's start again. Let's start again.
This is going at the end.
Start again.
Okay.